Sport and Recreation.
Thank you, and I thank the member for the Kimberley for that grievance. And of course, as we all know, sport is an integral part of the community, and in particular in regional communities, and in particular in places like Horse Creek, which of course in relation to its distance means people don't have choices in relation to where they can play. And we know in particular the incredible football talent that has been produced from the Kimberley, and I was at the Dara Kerr Awards night when Crystal Petrosky was awarded the Dara Kerr medal, and that was a huge achievement for the Subiaco footy player. I think played for West Coast and Melbourne as well. So an incredible product of the Kimberley, and someone that now I think is working for the Football Commission up in Kununurra, I think. Yeah. So again, the Kimberley, of course, a incredible nursery of incredible football talent. So very, very keen to see how we can support players in the community. Now, Member for Kimberley, you have been dealing with this issue for a while, and I'm very happy that we've been working on it very productively. And of course, the key is how can we get this oval finished? To put it simply, how can we get it into a condition that allows the community to access this oval and to play on it once again? As the member outlined, that the Shire of Horse Creek did receive a CSRFF grant of $600,000 to upgrade that turf and that irrigation a number of years back. And there's a lot of work that has been underway trying to deliver that project, but unfortunately that project hasn't been delivered, and the oval has not yet got its turf. And we know that each season that passes where the oval doesn't have that turf, it means a whole group of people who don't get to play. And that's a very, very negative outcome, in particular, as I said, in communities where there's just no alternative choices nearby. So we appreciate the unique challenges of places like the Kimberley, and I know that the member, as outlined, stated that the community was very disappointed for the community, and that the Horse Creek Hawks are facing the possibility of a third season without the oval, and of course the entire Horse Creek community faces that prospect. But member, I'm very pleased to announce, as a result of your strong advocacy, your continued lobbying and working with us, is that we will work to ensure that the oval is up and running for the next footy season. Now, we will be providing additional funding to the Shire of Horse Creek, and as I've outlined to both member for Kimberley and member for Roe, is there are some of these projects out there which had received funding, and then things happen, and then they fall short, and then projects basically don't progress. So I'm very invested in making sure we can finish those projects and make sure that we allocate funding to finish those half-done projects or projects that haven't been able to be completed. And that's why, for example, we accommodated some works in Esperance, and this is another example that I rather prioritise and make sure we finish the projects we started, and this is an example of that. So we've been working on a solution, and funding will allow roll-on turf to complete the project in early 2026. So additional money, so all up $1 million will be committed to the Horse Creek project, and that will facilitate, as I said, the roll-on turf to make sure the oval is ready. There are other options again, but that again would not have facilitated that project being ready for next season. As I said, the member for Kimberley has been at us constantly on this, and we're very, very pleased that we're being able to return our sport onto the oval for next year. As we know, we all know it, that sport in communities is, first of all, it's a great thing to do, both mentally and physically. It also brings communities together. And as I said, in a place like Caws Creek, where you've had no oval for 2 years, this will allow us to get on and to deliver that project. It's a lot of money, but it's money well spent to make sure there's a quality oval to be able to be played on, and played on as soon as possible. So, as I said, there's some financial transactions that need to be underway in relation to how we fund this, but it's going to be $1 million, over $1 million of commitments from the state government to get this project done.